Halo guys, langsung saja nih fight ya, fight.
We've got you now as Frosty Curs. We'll be taking Cordelia back with us.
So we've been caught. Prepare for a fight.
My lord, if you use the pulley, we can board their ship. But only one person can cross at a time. Careful not to get left there alone.
Indeed. We must look before we leap. We won't be able to return with the pulley, given the differing heights of our vessels.
Understood. We will save the Queen. We must. Cannot escape.
Hawk Riders!
Cease your...
So the dawn... My turn. Flee while you have the chance.
My turn.
Shall we dance? This battle is ours. Take aim.
Bisa lagi.
Forward. We doing this?
Here I come. Ready to see a spell? I'll make you proud, grandfather. Let me heal your wounds. Be at ease. Thank you.
Halo.
Strike while the iron's hot. Enough!
Halo.
Cheeky bastard.
I fight for peace. Stay right there. We will make our ideals reality.
Flee while you have the chance.
Your orders?
won't lose. Be gone.
Let's play.
From where shall we strike? Perish.
May I?
To lead, I must grow.
Go now!
Damn it!
Time to take flight. Not another step.
Aduh, kenapa ya stylenya selalu miss? Harus cok. Wah. Why?
General of Laura.
And leave her. I shall. My turn.
Waduh.
Damn it!
Aduh.
General, I know you.
I cannot handle. House Wolffort,
I swear.
you are.
General, I can still stand. Stay right there. I hope you're watching, Grandfather. It's not over yet. Much appreciated.
Let me heal your wounds.
Strike while the iron's hot. Enough! An honor and a privilege to serve.
Face me if you dare. Try as you might.
Come, Aesfrost. Do not falter.
You'll be nothing but a blood stain upon my blade.
Your orders? Ha! Sound strike. I feel stronger already. Allow me. Sound strike.
For victory! My lance strikes true. Aim for the general, Avlora.
Come, Wolffort.
Shall we dance? Take this! That must have hurt.
For the honor of House Wolffort. No!
You left yourself open.
This battle is ours.
Yeah. This is my chance.
No!
This is my
I have
chance.
failed. To work.
Let me show you what I've learned.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Shall we begin?
Whatever it takes.
Too obvious.
I will crush you!
You are so naive. Ugh. Your orders? How cute! Just for
Too
you.
slow.
Defeat is not an option. For my kith and kin.
Shall we dance? Dance, poison! Together!
Bust back at you.
You left yourself open. Do they have the upper hand?
We doing this? Yeah.
It isn't over yet. Take aim. I will fight to my last breath.
You left
Where did
yourself
I
open.
go wrong?
Impressed? Strike while the iron's hot.
Let me show you what I've learned. Two ashes.
I have failed you.
We have taken your ship. It ends here, Avlora.
I am sorry, my queen. Being overtaken by these traitors and failing to protect you is my life's greatest failure.
General of Laura.
You dare call us traitors? You invaded Glenbrook under the premise of peace.
If not traitors, then how about Hyzantean dogs?
Every dog has its day, and this one shall be mine.
Please stop, Maxwell.
Stand back, Cordelia.
You're not Maxwell.
What?
There's no mistaking it. Roland.
I see now. Oh, how I wish I could tell Gustadolf.
Stop, Roland.
I am sorry for all the pain I have caused you, Cordelia. But I will free you from this villain by my own hand.
No, Roland. General of Laura is...
Ah! Cordelia! Why?
General of Laura protected me.
Queen Cordelia!
Ran of Laura.
Your Majesty, forgive me.
Find her. She won't get far with those wounds.
Queen Cordelia! Sheila, she needs a healer.
Cordelia? Cordelia!
야. 믿고.
The Aesfrosti general takes Cordelia and flees on a warship, but Wolffort gives chase, and Avlora throws herself into the Norzelia River. Some of the remaining Aesfrosti soldiers fight tooth and nail to keep their hold on the city, but are eventually bested by the Hyzantean army. Though Glenbrook has taken more damage than anticipated, her people are safe, and House Wolffort breathes a sigh of relief to see their plan fulfilled.
It looks like she's overcome the worst of it. Once she wakes up, she should be fine.
Thank you, Minister Lila. She would not have made it without you.
Glenbrook was our ally during the fight against Aesfrost. You need not thank me, Prince. My apologies. I suppose I should call you King Roland now.
No. My enthronement has yet to be announced.
I see. I shall take my leave.
Thank goodness. Why, Cordelia? Why did you shield our enemy?
Overwhelmed by the forces of House Wolffort, Aesfrost's troops are scattered and driven from the crown city. Glenbrook, at last, is free. Several days after this fateful battle, Queen Cordelia announces her intent to abdicate the throne and make way for another. Roland Glenbrook, his face no longer hidden from the world, will take his rightful place at the seat of power. With the prince's friends having only just finished grieving his death, and his enemies having only just finished toasting to it, this news shocks the foundations not only of Glenbrook, but of Norzelia itself. By routing Aesfrost's forces and leaving the city unscathed, House Wolffort displays their martial prowess and their loyalty to their liege. The prince becomes king, and condemns the schemes of Gustadolf, making known Aesfrost's plot to usurp the throne. However, the people's reaction to this news is not quite a chorus of approval. It is plain that the ravages of war and the shame of subjugation have left an indelible mark on the once prosperous nation. Although the battle for Glenbrook is behind them, Serenoa and the rest of the city's liberators must make ready for a struggle of an entirely different sort.
Congratulations on returning to your rightful throne, King Roland. Ah, you returned. My friend, a word. Yes. I am honored to have had you by my side on this journey. To be able to call you friend. As am I, Roland.
Your Majesty, representatives from Hyzante have arrived.
We shan't make undue demands of your time, King Roland. We've simply come to say farewell.
Without your aid, my people would still be under Aesfrost's iron rule. Glenbrook owes you a debt of gratitude.
Consider the debt paid. The knowledge we gleaned of Elfric's capabilities was more than worth our troubles.
Indeed, it surpassed my every expectation. The Holy One is sure to be pleased with the results.
Your Majesty, can we trust you to lift the embargo and keep Aesfrost subdued?
Of course. Lord Wolffort has promised his full cooperation in that regard.
Your Majesty, lest you misunderstand your friend's position, allow me to make one matter abundantly clear. Minister Serenoa is of the Saintly Seven. He is not to serve at your whims, but by the grace of the Hierophant.
I understand, but he is also a Lord of Glenbrook. More importantly, he is my friend. As such, I would ask for his assistance in the days ahead, as I have in days past.
Your Majesty, it is plain that the friendship between you two runs deep. However, the rules of politics are old and immutable.
And what does the Lord himself think of his new position?
Of course, I am grateful for the honor Hyzante has bestowed upon me. I will do all in my power to serve both the Hierophant and King Roland with all faithfulness.
In other words, the Hierophant does not have your full loyalty.
Well,
Glenbrook and Hyzante are to be two nations united in purpose. Surely it is reasonable that Lord Serenoa acts in service to both? Perhaps King Roland and the Hierophant should discuss my lord's role together.
You are right, of course. It is not our place to assume the goddess's intent.
Very well. I hope to meet with the Holy One as soon as my duties allow. I expect busy days ahead for you, Serenoa. Be prepared.
Certainly, Your Majesty.
Milo shall stay in Glenbrook for the time being. If there is aught she can assist you with, consider her at your complete disposal. Remember, Milo, that you are the symbol of friendship between our two nations.
But of course, I live to serve, Minister.
And with that, we shall take our leave.
May we meet again soon.
They leave us with a spy. It seems we still haven't won their trust entirely.
Whatever secrets they uncover will only attest to our commitment to the friendship between us.
Still, their actions speak volumes. Their aid has not come without expectation of just recompense. Already they seek to make Lord Serenoa their puppet.
But we need Hyzante's aid to crush Aesfrost.
By the same token, we cannot resist Hyzante without Aesfrost's might. And once Aesfrost is laid low, Glenbrook will have served its purpose. What then would stop Hyzante from tightening their grip?
Just as they did with the Rosal. The injustice I saw at the source is not something I'll soon forget. If you require proof of Hyzante's true nature, you need only remember.
I know. This country is my home. Built by my father and the kings before him. Safeguarded by my sister and generations of my... I will rebuild it. Restore its glory and its pride. We will not be treated as dogs at the end of a leash.
For now, we must look within. After that work is done, should we look without?
So, the Crown City has fallen. I see. And what of General Avlor?
She fell into the Norzelia River and has not been seen since.
And my siblings, Thalos and Erica?
They died, fighting bravely in battle. My condolences, Your Grace.
I understand. I have fewer pieces on the board than ever now.
Pieces? It really is true what they say about him.
It seems I was wrong to think that Hyzante would remain idle. Or was my more grievous error to be taken in by the prince's false death? Regardless, I was a fool to show House Wolffort any mercy.
Your Grace, reports from the battlefield tell of an unknown weapon being brought to bear against our forces.
Oh? Continue.
A purple explosion was seen when the bridge to Castle Whiteholm collapsed.
That bridge has weathered the elements for untold generations. We mustn't allow Hyzante to think they've won the upper hand. I intend to answer their weapon with one of my own.
After retaking Whiteholm Castle, Roland assumes the throne. Joy over the return of the line of Glenbrook sweeps the kingdom. Yet not everyone is quick to welcome Roland back with open arms. Life under Aesfrost rule treated them well, and they suspect him to be naught but a figurehead of a puppet regime. Roland's absence, it seems, made room for discord among his subjects to flourish.
I'm in the wood.
There you are, Your Majesty.
Duet.
Pray, do not sound so dismal. Now that we have retaken Whiteholm Castle, you are Glenbrook's rightful king. We've an entire kingdom to rebuild out of the ruins of war. Patriot and the others have been demanding utmost haste.
I understand that. I do. Oh, Cordelia. If I should lose you too, I
know you have suffered many hardships, but pray, do not let yourself succumb to despair. Me, our comrades, your people, all of us are eagerly awaiting the era of peace our new king will bring.
King, eh? My father never once let his emotions overcome him. Not even the day my mother died. I had every intention of following his stoic example, but...
Majesty, I bring word from the infirmary.
Is it Cordelia? Pray tell me she's all right.
She is indeed recovering apace, Your Majesty.
Oh, thank the stars.
It seems she has something to discuss with you all, if you will hear her out.
Of course. Tell her we'll speak in the garden, but only if it will not tax her over much.
Yes, sire.
Huet, fetch Serenoa and the rest. Tell them to come to the garden as soon as they are able.
'Twould be my pleasure.
What is it? You're smiling.
It's only... I thought it would be some time yet before I saw you look so at ease. I'll return shortly with the others.
Cordelia, you returned to me after so long, but slow and steady is the path to recovery.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, there is no rush. So that is what happened in my absence.
Yes. Gustadolf was a clever ruler. After the invasion, Patriot and his royalists cozied up to Aesfrost in order to protect themselves. Gustadolf used them to his every advantage. He stripped them of their privileges and left them nothing but their governing responsibilities. I don't think Patriot much cared for that, but it did ensure everything continued smoothly, without interrupting the people's lives.
Now I understand why there was little unrest after the occupation began.
A clean, effective takeover by a well-seasoned commander.
But all the while, he was preparing to face the next conflict.
Wait, does he intend to march on Hyzante next?
I believe so. I wish I could be more specific. But the goddess's shield cannot protect the Holy State's capital from Aesfrost. Not anymore. He said it will all be over once the death knell is ready.
What is this death knell?
A new weapon born from the coupling of his frosty ironworking and explosive projectiles. Thalos claimed it is powerful enough to break through the goddess's shield.
To think Aesfrost is capable of creating such a monstrosity.
So much for their reign of peace. Taking over Glenbrook was only the first move in a bigger gambit to seize the sword.
I am disturbed to learn of Gustadolf's plan. But rebuilding our capital must take priority.
Very well. We should investigate the extent of the damage and discuss how best to proceed from there. House Wolffort will lend whatever aid you need.
Thank you, Serenoa. But since you are one of their saintly 7 now, I'd ask you to keep an eye on Hyzante as well.
Cordelia? Apologies. A brief spell of dizziness.
I have been looking everywhere for you, Your Highness.
Patriot.
I do not recall giving you leave of the infirmary. Your injuries are still healing. Would you undo all the trouble I went through to get you the best of care? Pray, return to the infirmary at once.
It wouldn't do to push yourself, Cordelia. Rest now. Leave everything to me.
All right.
We got a pretty good understanding of the damage in the capital, my lord. It's a tad more than we were expecting.
I see. Then we must make haste with repairs. Let's report this to Hyzante and see what aid they can give us. Was there anything of note besides damage?
There ain't an easy way of putting this, but not everyone's exactly pleased to hear Prince Roland's returned. Aesfrost exempted Glenbrook's subjects from the salt tax. Likely a bid to get in everyone's good graces. And a damn good one at that. But more than that, the so-called freedom Gustadolf brought to the kingdom seems to have made a splash. He threw out the old ways and made it so anyone could better their lot in life, depending on their ability, instead of their birthright.
Just as in Aesfrost.
Then the people must have looked quite favorably upon Gustadolf's rule.
I wager folks ain't too pleased to see us, since they figure it means things will go back to how they used to be.
Roland surmised as much. We must do something to show the people his is a return worth celebrating.
Anna, have you looked into the state of affairs in the castle?
Yes.
The head of the Royalists, Minister Patriot, is extending his influence. He made quite the name for himself, even under Gustadolf. Though he seems eager enough to support King Roland, he was just as eager to serve the Archduke. I do not believe we can trust him.
Distinguished members of House Wolffort, how hard you are all working to rebuild our capital. What a delightful thing to see.
Minister, you do us a great honor visiting us out of all the many other responsibilities that must vie for your attention.
Oh, come now, do not think yourself so insignificant. The entire kingdom owes you its thanks, myself included, of course. We are so grateful for House Wolffort's aid, even though you now serve a different master.
We are only doing what any of King Roland's loyal vassals would.
Speaking of the king, I'm afraid we've a bit of a problem. His Majesty seems to be entertaining thoughts of retaliating against Aesfrost. But the people have had their fill of war. And I'm sure you're already aware the people look upon the royal line. I only beg you take every care going forward.
A warning.
Even so, there is naught we can do but focus on rebuilding.
Indeed. Let us return to the king and apprise him of our progress.
I would walk the city with Sheila a bit longer and speak with the people.
As you wish. But this is not the capital you knew. Be careful, my love.
There are more who accepted Aesfrost's rule than I imagined.
Glenbrook's history is long. Yet, that is why hierarchy and precedent hold sway. This is a stubborn land, my lady, not given to easy change. Though Archduke Gustadolf, acting in the name of freedom, granted privilege after privilege to the powerful. For people used to Glenbrook's rigid customs, I suppose that sort of change must have been too seductive to resist.
Perhaps, but his freedom was naught but greed and cruelty.
Lady Frederica, I've been searching everywhere for you.
A Wolffort messenger. Did you run all this way? What's happened?
My lady, I hail from Castle Wolffort, bearing tidings of Lord Simon.
Has he awakened?
He has. He is in high spirits and recovering well. And he is most pleased to hear of the capital's recapture. He bids you visit Castle Wolffort so he can honor you himself.
Oh, I must bring these glad tidings to Serenoa at once. How long it has been since I've seen him smile.
There is one more bit of news I have for you, my lady, but it is not so happy.
Is there some sort of trouble in the Wolffort domain?
Bandits are laying waste to the Rosellan village. To our shame, Castle Wolffort does not have enough soldiers to stop this. We would beg Lord Serenoa's wisdom in this matter.
The enemy must be powerful indeed. We cannot leave the Rosellan village defenseless.
Let us inform the others. Messenger, with us.
Well, well. Things are about to get interesting.
Milo, apa ada di situ?
The coronation ceremony. Certainly there are more important matters to focus on right now.
A coronation is important to assuage the people's fears and restore their faith. Besides which, it is the royalists' most fervent wish. A kingdom is only truly as strong as people believe it to be. And right now the world believes Glenbrook weak. The ceremony will be a display to the contrary.
Is this truly the remedy our situation calls for?
Right now, I imagine the people care only for where their next hot meal will come from. Rest assured, sire, House Wolffort will see your subjects shan't go hungry. But trust me when I say nothing will hasten Glenbrook's return to her former glory, so much as announcing the return of Regna's rightful heir. To win your subjects' hearts, you need do nothing but ascend to your position upon the throne. You mean sit my royal backside on a fancy chair? In a manner of speaking. A king's duty is first and foremost serving as his kingdom's symbol. You needn't trouble yourself with day-to-day governance. We will assume that burden. After all, you have only just been crowned. There will be no ceremony. The people will tell us what they need, and you will listen to them, Patriot. That is my command. As you wish, King Roland. How fare things, Huette? Have the relief supplies been given to those who need it?
Well, we had received a sizable shipment of goods from Hyzante, but there are complaints. It seems very few of those goods have made it into the hands of the people.
And why is that?
We aren't certain, though apparently Patriot and the Royalists involve themselves with the distribution.
Damn those Royalists! They cannot be left to their own devices.
Thank you all for helping to determine the extent of the damage to the capital. This information will be invaluable as we proceed with reconstruction. There is also happy word from Castle Wolffort. My Lord Father is awake. They say he is recovering apace and is already up and walking.
Those are glad tidings indeed.
He says he would like to see us and hear of all that has passed while he was taken ill.
Then what are we waiting for? I'll saddle the horses.
Would that we could depart at once, but the messenger brought another piece of news.
Bandits plague the outskirts of the Rosellan village.
Jerome and his folk are there. They can handle a few mangy thieves, sure.
Not according to the messenger. The bandits are proving a formidable foe.
Which is why they have asked us for aid.
Apologies for my tardiness. It's sudden, I know, but I must ask you a favor.
What is it?
I suspect Patriot and his royalists of filching relief supplies.
We've no proof it's them, but the fact remains. The people in most need of those goods are not receiving them.
The matter warrants investigating at the very least, and I would ask for Wolffort's assistance.
I see. Well, we were just discussing what we ought to do next. Allow me to explain the 3 courses of action before us. 1. Return to Castle Wolffort as my Lord Father requests. 2. Defend the Rosellan village from bandit. Or 3. Remain in the capital to investigate the Royalists.
Lord Simon has recovered. What splendid news. If I could only go to him myself and thank him for all House Wolffort has done. But I cannot leave the capital in the throes of a possible scandal. Too many hold the royal family in contempt as it is.
That may be the case, but now that Lord Simon has awoken, someone must make sure he is healthy and apprise him of recent events. I would go to Castle Wolffort, Lord Serenoa, if it pleases you.
My heart breaks for the Rosellan village. Let me go to its defense, even if I must go alone.
I cannot allow that. It's far too dangerous a task for one person.
Well, I would have the Wolffort soldiers with me, of course. Besides, do you recall our first meeting?
Of course I do. You were being assailed by rogues at the port.
If you hadn't been there, who knows what would have become of me. But I am not as weak now as I was then. I am stronger, enough that I shall bring no dishonor to House Wolffort's name. My lord, have faith in me. Let me do this.
Very well.
It seems best that Benedict, Frederica, and I each attend to these pressing matters.
Indeed, but the rest of us cannot be in 3 places at once. We can only choose one path to take. Bring the scales of conviction.
Listen, lad. And further.
Lord Serenoa. I need time.
But, okay.
Ah. Indeed. I don't know.
Holding lagi.
It is time to cast. We have 3. Approach this.
You aren't wrong, but my apologies.
Please forgive me.
You won me over.
The scales of conviction. The way forward is decided. We return to the Wolffort domain with Benedict and inform Father that we have reclaimed the capital. I must return to the Wolffort domain, to my father's side.
Lord Simon will be most pleased to see you, I am certain.
Of course. Fulfill your duty to your father. I shall see to things in the capital.
And I shall attend to the Rosellan village. Please give Lord Simo my best.
Oh, Lord Serenoa. You are returning home? What perfect timing. I was thinking of heading to the Wolffort domain myself. Might I accompany you?
Milo, how'd you sneak into the castle?
Oh, let's just say I have my ways. You might find the companionship of such a capable woman a boon on the road.
I know not what her aims are, my lord, but I do know she will be easier to watch by your side.
Indeed. All right, Milo, you may come. but you'll be put to work for the household. Understood?
Of course, my lord.
Then this is farewell for now. King Roland, Frederica, until our reunion in the capital.
Halo.
With the capital once more under their control, the members of House Wolffort disperse to the various corners of the domain. Roland, for his part, works to rid the crown city of his political enemies. Frederica repairs to the Rosellan village. Serenoa, Benedict, and the others, meanwhile, make a triumphant return to Castle Wolffort, where Lord Simon eagerly awaits their arrival.
Hark! The young rulers have returned.
You're back! You're back! You made it!
Show some respect, lad. They've driven Aesfrost from our lands and brought the kingdom back from the brink. And one of them is no less than one of Hyzante's saintly 7.
Dare I say, an achievement greater than Lord Simon ending the Saltiron War. Fills me with pride enough to think I'd done it myself.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lord... King? I didn't mean it.
You've done nothing wrong. Address me as you please. I think you want to...
Oh, you are too gracious, my lord.
As is the Hierophant, who saw fit to bless us with a boatload of salt. And all thanks to you, Lord Serenoa.
The Hierophant, you say?
Wow! That's amazing!
Isn't it just? Bold is the nation that besmirches House Wolffort's honor now.
I reckon not even the king himself would speak ill of us now.
Course not. It was this lad what made that mask-wearing coward of a prince the king.
All hail House Wolffort.
All hail Mr. Lord!
Serenoa is truly a man of the people.
And he's got the might to defend him. He's earned their trust.
And so he may as well be king. I must say I do appreciate a powerful man. Perhaps I should cast my lot in with the future rather than the past.
The cowardly prince they refer to is King Roland, no doubt.
Familiarity breeds contempt.
I pray that's all it is. Hyzante's overtures are most bold. They mean to lure us in.
Waking.
You should accept the honor with grace, my lord. He is your father, after all.
I would gladly accept, of course. Even hearing secondhand that he takes pride in my efforts threatens to swell my head.
The young lord has reclaimed Glenbrook, Lady Destra. He fought as valiantly as Simon or Regna, Would you were here to witness it.
Forgive me, Benedict.
No, forgive me, Lord Serenoa. I shall take my leave.
Nonsense. You are the reason I stand here today, and I would tell Mother that myself. I bid you stay.
How very gracious of you. I owe much to Lord Simone and Lady Destra. They filled my life with purpose. They left you in my charge. But you have already demonstrated your power for all the realm to see. You now walk on your own 2 feet. I have no doubt you can lead Norzelia into a glorious new era of peace and prosperity, with King Roland by your side.
Speak frankly, Benedict. What is it you wish to say?
I have done all I can for you, Lord Serenoa. I will resign following the evening's festivities. Anna shall take my place if it pleases you.
You would leave me unmoored at a time like this?
I know the time is not ideal, but your father is not long for this world. I would repay my debt to him by caring for him in his final days. After that, I shall stand watch over their eternal resting place and regale them with tales of your great deeds.
I see there shall be no swaying you. My gratitude for you flows like the mighty Norzelia River. Even so, I would ask for a moment more to make up my mind.
Understood, my lord. Then let us return to the castle and prepare for the evening's feast.
Listen dia.
This is quite the gathering.
Each and every one of them eager to get to know you better to advance their own ends. Be on your guard.
I shouldn't think that would be necessary. Father has gathered those he trusts most to lend me their aid. For that, I am grateful. Whatever the case, we mustn't keep them waiting.
I thank you kindly for the invitation, Lord Serenoa. Or shall I address you as Glenbrook's savior?
Ha! You needn't go that far.
I disagree. Your accomplishments speak for themselves. Power becomes you. It makes you alluring to people such as myself. Pray, let me accompany you for the evening and beyond.
I shall need a moment to consider your most gracious offer.
It's a thing of beauty when they grow up. Hey, Benedict?
It is, and yet it can leave one feeling strangely bereft.
Aye, well, that's fatherhood for you.
Simon lives!
Haven't seen him in ages. He looks well. Thank the stars.
Let me take your hand.
I can manage on my own, my boy. I've not felt this good in some time. But I shall want you by my side the rest of the evening, that I may hear of your exploits in full.
Nothing would make me happier, Father.
I thank you all for gathering to celebrate with me House Wolffort's victories. Against all odds, my son and his stalwart allies have reclaimed the kingdom of Glenbrook. I felt a great weight lifted from my shoulders as I watched him grow into a worthy heir. I dare say I've never been so proud. Permit me the indulgence of offering a toast to my son, my pride, and...
Anna!
Huh?
Father!
Assassins.
Sun's a harsh mistress, ain't she? If she sticks around much longer...
How pitiful I would be You begged for evil.
Huh?
Ha!
You must tell me if you do.
A pleasure is always...
I am called Dizana. Allow me to banish
the sun?
I was...
Slap my ass like I was just born. Rain!
How did... I've never witnessed a miracle.
Zana, was it?
There is no... If it is not too bold of me, tales of House Wolf, it would be an honor to...
We would welcome you with open arms. And the honor would be entirely... Doubtless, we will have a cake...
Oh, bagus ini skillnya.
Got you right in.
There are too many of them, Minister Archer.
And flee we must.
Minister Archibald!
No, this cannot be how it ends. My lungs yet drop.
So the cycle of war. I've been watching you fight from afar. And I like what I see.
You flatter me.
Still, I doubt you'll learn. The name's Archibald.
I couldn't ask one so elderly.
This graybeard. I haven't many years.
If that is what...
bagus. Oke guys, apa ya? Sebentar. Halo. Langsung saja fightnya guys.
Eyes on me, father.
But it takes more than that.
Then more you shall have. Not today. Thank you, Milo. Save your breath.
Kill them, Milo.
Gladly.
Kill them all. We shan't have a chance like this again.
Patriot! What are you...
You traitorous cur!
Udah lah 10 pas. Let's go. Tanpa basi-basi. Mengapa ini prajuritnya ada apa ini?
We must
come what may.
Patriot.
My turn.
Shall we dance?
Ano dulu dah.
Time to take flight.
Makan.
You've done enough damage.
For the honor of House Wolffort.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
My turn.
My knowledge grows deeper.
Ready. Aim and fire.
I'll take you on!
I hope you're watching, Grandfather. Don't be afraid. I did it.
No,
Shall we begin? Your wounds are healed.
well done.
One step closer to our hope.
I'll take it from here.
House Wolffort shall persevere! Ha! Ha!
You'll pay for this!
Your orders? I feel stronger already.
Gila 2 kali.
My lord.
Shall we dance? Light as a butterfly. I've never felt better. Hey!
Forward. Death from above. Ha ha! To lead, I must grow.
Hey! Time to take flight.
Not another step. My pride is my shield.
This ain't ideal. I love the battlefield.
Shall we begin?
Be at ease.
I'm in your debt.
My growth is plain to see.
Oh guys.
I'll take it from here. I've got this.
Ya, miss lagi.
My turn. That seemed to work. My knowledge grows deeper.
To work. I'll send you flying. Hurts, eh?
You're wide open. Look at me learning.
You are so naive. Time for some sorcery. The fruits of my studies. I did it.
After me? Are you? On the honor of House Wolffort!
Sikat juga itu, Cok.
I'm a fool. I'm a fool.
Impressed?
I'm a fool.
You've done enough damage. You're holding you sad
Magnificent.
This can't be happening. Save your strength, Serenoa. House Wolffort needs a leader.
As you wish.
Time to work.
This is the end.
Ah! My lord! Yeah! Ah! Ah!
Let it
Withdraw yourself at once.
be safe, man.
Let's play. Take this! You poor thing.
Lah, tiket lock.
This battle is ours.
Tiket lock.
Flugy! My pride is my shield.
Let me heal your wounds.
Your wounds are healed.
I'm just getting started.
Let's go then. I strike true.
Miss lagi.
Whatever it takes. I've got this.
Me next.
An honor and a privilege to serve.
Out of my way! Look at me learning.
I haven't been broken yet! Ah!
You're quite formidable.
Chihuahua.
We're not done here.
Oh, no!
I will end this.